it's the crap goth. My name is Pixie and welcome to my channel of randomness where you would never know what you're going to get. Today is a mental health update because my mind is just blown and I just don't know what the friggin' hell I'm doing. Hi, so if you are new to this channel, hello. Obviously my name is Pixie, I've already said that once. So I am a mental health sufferer. You can probably tell just by looking at me, I'm a little bit like off the wall. So seriously now, I've had mental health issues since I was a kid. Always heard things, always seen things. It was put down, I mean, you didn't really have this mental health thing when I was a child. It was just the fact you're either naughty or whatever. So for the past probably few years, it's been questioned if I'm schizophrenic, and I've been in a working diagnosis of schizophrenia, which literally I match up to so many of the symptoms. But as a lot of you may possibly know, you can't just have like schizophrenia, like this person is schizophrenic, that's, you know, that's fine. There's a whole fucking huge umbrella to do with mental health, and you can fall into several different categories. You can have personality disorders, you can have PTSD disorders, and basically, right, what's happened today is I have had a phone call with my psychiatrist. I don't see her, I have phone calls with her, although I'm going to be starting to see her apparently. So luckily my support worker, we'll call her my support worker, she's amazing, she's lovely. She's a professional who has been working with me for many years to help me to get out of the house and things like that. Because yeah, I have really bad anxiety, I can't leave the house alone, I have PTSD, I have just so many myriad of shit going on in my head right now. So basically, I need a firm diagnosis of whatever the fuck is going on in my head. So I hear voices, I see things that other people can't see. I have periods of wanting to unalive myself. I hate that term, it's so stupid, but it's got to be friendly, hasn't it? I am obviously heavily grieving the loss of my child. I have had psychotic moments over the years. That's probably down to the extremely abusive relationship that I was in. That's a podcast that's just been out as well. There's just been so much going on. But I think pretty much the conclusion was the fact I was schizophrenic. So I've kind of been working with that. I've been talking to other people. We've got pretty much the same kind of stuff going on in our heads, in our lives. But obviously not everybody with the same diagnosis has the same experiences. That's one of the biggest things to understand. Just because, for example, one person has headaches and another person has headaches does not mean that they have the same kind of headaches. One could be a cluster, one could be a migraine, one could be like debilitating to the point of making them throw up, where someone else could just be sitting there going, oh, I feel like shit, I've got a headache. It's like literally everything's different. So this morning, the phone call kind of went along the lines of, they want to send me for testing for ADHD, which I get. They want to rule out symptoms. That's absolutely fine. Ages ago, I did actually make a video when I went to see my psychiatrist, and she mentioned, like, I think you've got ADHD. I was fucking furious. I was like, I do not have ADHD. Now, this was nothing against anybody who does have it, because I think my husband's got it. He thinks he's got it. But literally, like, apart from the fact I get really super excited and into stuff, and that's just because I'm passionate about something, I don't feel personally that I fit the categories of someone who has ADHD. You guys may be looking at the screen going, nah, we don't agree at all, that's fine. Because I get very animated when I'm filming, I get very into stuff. But again, that's just because I'm either passionate about what I'm talking about, or I get excited because I've got parcels to open. And we don't have a lot of money, so like, it's exciting when you get presents. But anyway, so I'm being sent for ADHD testing, that's fine. If it's like a process of elimination, I get it, that's absolutely fine. But she's turned around and said, I don't think that you've got schizophrenia. I'm like, right, why? Why do you not think this? Because like I've had this since being a child. So she, obviously I'm not going to divulge who she is and things like that, but and obviously who am I to argue with a professional? Because like I am not a professional nurse or psychiatrist or anything else. But basically, she said she thinks I have some complex form of PTSD and potential, not borderline personality, but like, I don't even know what she called it. Some kind of when you've got different personalities in the same body, it could potentially be that. I think they have to like rule stuff out. So I'm going to be now seeing her on a face-to-face basis. But I have to wait for 3 to 4 months because I'm being started on a medicine. No, oh my God, anyone who knows me and who has followed this channel knows that I don't like Big Pharma. I literally fucking hate it. Like, I hate meds. I'm really sensitive to meds. I don't smoke. I don't take drugs. I don't drink alcohol. Well, occasionally I'll have Baileys at Christmas, but I don't go out and drink. And I don't like stuff like that. It just doesn't agree with me. I always end up really tired, like a zombie, really, really ill. Like, even the baby drugs, not like literal baby, but they know when they say like, oh, you're having a baby dose, it's not going to affect you. It fucking affects me. And I'm about to start a new one, so I'm not very happy about it. So yeah, this drug, I don't even know what the frigging hell it's called. It's something, I don't know. It's just a big long word. I think it begins with Z, but I actually don't know. Obviously, I will show you guys at some point. My husband's going to go and pick up my prescription later, I think. So if I get a picture of it, I will put the picture of it at the end of this video, just so you know what it is I'm taking. It's like 35.5 milligrams or whatever it is. She said twice daily at first, and I said I'm not happy taking it twice daily. So we're starting off once daily. It's going to be in the morning. It is an antidepressant. It's an anti-anxiety medicine. Apparently it's not an SSRI. So I have been on diazepam for years, like literally years, but apparently that's not really a practical long-term solution to anything I'm going through. The reason I'm on that is because I'm still receiving no grief counselling from the death of my child. I'm still receiving no psychology, despite the fact I was promised I'd be able to do it, because I'm not mentally stable. But, you know, I had 11 years of basically watching my child dying, and I've been through abusive relationships. And, you know, my mum was killed in an accident and lost family members, and lost people to suicide and all sorts. So, you know, I'm really messed up. I genuinely am. So, yes, I am willing to now take this medicine because what the fuck have I got to lose, really? I just don't want to be zombied. That's the one thing that I get pissed off about, is when they say to you, don't worry, this is not going to be like, you know, it's not going to make you feel any different. As the side effects of this drug I'm about to take, I can't remember what it is, honestly, is sickness, like you know, being nauseous, upset stomach, and feeling dizzy. I feel dizzy with panic attacks all the time. That isn't really an issue. Feeling sick's horrible, but apparently it will pass. And an upset stomach, you know, I get that with anxiety too. So, you know, I'm kind of prepared for some side effects, but I'm going to probably video diary this like once a week to see how I'm getting on. I'm not a fan of taking drugs. I just don't like it. But can I live like without being able to leave the house? No. I can't live with the intense anxiety attacks I get. I mean, I have anxiety over shit that hasn't even happened. I have panic attacks watching frigging Coronation Street. It can be anything. I can be filming a YouTube video and I can get a panic attack and I'll have to stop filming. I can be in bed and I'll wake up having a panic attack, and it's so bad I can't breathe. I've ended up going to hospital with it before. I'm on nebulizers, all sorts, because it turns into an asthma attack then. It's fucking horrible. I can't leave the house on my own. I need somebody else with me. I've not got like, what's the fear of being outside? Like agoraphobia. I don't think I'm agoraphobic because obviously I managed to go out with my daughter in Nottingham. We were okay until we hit the city, and then I was like, people, I don't like people. Not like I'm antisocial, but I just get really nervous around big crowds of people. Don't like busy places. Don't like particularly loud noises. So I'm not doubting I'm on the spectrum. And to be honest, this is another thing as well. People are very much categorised, which I've always been against. Like, don't you put me in a box. I don't want to be labelled as something. But obviously, if I want to travel to America and see some of you guys, I need to be able to declare on the forms that I'm a bit of a nutter, or at least have a definite diagnosis of what the frigging hell is going on. And at the moment, without that clear diagnosis, I can't put it on forms. I lost my driving licence earlier this year, which you might remember if you follow the channel, because of some like misunderstanding, well, kind of misunderstanding that happened. The DVLA withdrew my driving licence due to mental health, but they got the situation completely wrong, and it's only been given back to me for like a year. So basically, when it becomes like March-ish, I think, time of next year, I have to renew my driving licence again. But I need a fucking diagnosis. I can't do that without it. So I now need to find out what is going on in my head. So I have been diagnosed with PTSD, which is not surprising really. I've been diagnosed with OCD. I have really bad obsessive compulsive disorder for certain things. It's awful, like it's debilitating. It's not funny. People laugh going, oh, I've got OCD about this, and they're not. OCD is a horrible, horrendous thing to suffer with. It's awful. Mine's stupid stuff as well. Like I have to have everything in fours. My bed has to be pristine. Like I'm not a very good housewife, but my bed, you can't have outdoor clothes on the bed. The bed has to be completely made properly. There can't be any creases or crinkles. I sleep in bed on my own. My husband doesn't even share a bed with me. Like I have to be like, I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know, I just can't. Like it has to be perfect. If I have to come in from outside and sit on the outside and sit on the bed with outdoor clothes, that bed is stripped, like fully has to be washed. It's weird, and it's, if I'm going to put washing in the washing machine, I have to spin the drum 4 times before I put the washing in. But if I miscount or my hand slips because it's a bit wet, I have to do 4 lots of 4, so that's 16. I have to wash the pots, every single pot 4 times. So my husband just like, oh, I'll do it, it's fine. It's horrible. And like checking light switches 4 times, making sure knobs are turned on and off and all that kind of stuff. It's a pain in the arse. It's horrible. So I've agreed to go on this med, hopefully, because it's going to make a difference to my life. But I will document it because I know there are other people out there in the world like me who don't like taking medicines, who struggle, who are really, really sensitive to this stuff. And I'll be honest, if it makes me feel like shit, I'm going to tell you. If it works wonders, I will also tell you. But obviously, you're probably going to see me, and I will film when I'm feeling like crap. I will film if I'm feeling sick, and I will let you know, because the loading phase, I don't know how long it is. It's usually a few weeks. So I may not see any kind of difference for several weeks. I might just feel like shit for a few weeks. As long as I don't feel like a zombie and I can feel, that is the one thing that I said. I'm not going to be a zombie, and I don't want to get fat. But just because I'm trying to lose weight, I don't want to put weight on. And some of these drugs can actually, like, they can make you pile the pounds on. I don't want that to happen either. But she assures me this one is a really safe drug and it should be no problem. So like I said, when my husband picks it up, I will attach a photo of what I'm taking at the end, just so you can see what it is. And then if you guys have got any experience of this as well, please do comment down below. You know, did you have these side effects? Does it make you feel better? What do you take to kind of combat stuff? And all that kind of stuff, really. Hey, so as it turns out, my med isn't actually ready today. So I wanted to kind of upload a picture of the medicine that I was going to be taking. But my husband went to collect all the other meds that I've got to take, like my inhalers for my asthma. And then when he got home, he got a text message from the pharmacy to say, this is ready, from the pharmacy. And he was just like, I've just been, I'll go tomorrow. So, yeah, so the name of the tablets that I will be starting is going to be above me now. If any of you guys have got any kind of experience taking this, I'd love to hear from you. Obviously, everybody's different, so you know, your experiences and your potential side effects may not affect me, or it might affect me really, really bad, and everyone else is going, what are you worried about? It's fine. Obviously, there's always going to be a bit of an issue with me with meds. So because I've always put it down to my, because of my schizophrenia, I am not convinced that I do not have it. Now, I am not, I know that people are going to be, I've had this before, so when people are going, you're inventing illnesses and all this kind of stuff, it's not that, it's just that I've literally had all these experiences since being little. So whatever it is, I'm willing to literally, I'm open to like discussing it with the the mental health teams, the medical teams and everything else, because yeah, I don't know what's best, and I don't know what's going on in my head, and I have all these different experiences, and it could be psychosis, and it could be split personality and border personality and fuck knows what else personality is in there. I don't know. By the way, if you've never seen it, go watch the film Split. It is absolutely amazing. Like, honestly, it's such a good film. I thought it might fuck me up a little bit, but it didn't. It was such, honestly, he is an amazing actor. It's awesome. Yeah, go watch Split. It's really cool. Anyway, yeah, squirrel moment then entirely, sorry. Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous about taking meds. So what I normally prefer to do is to be in a controlled environment when I'm going to start something new. So usually, like over the years, I've been in and out of psych units, and that is usually my best time to be taking it. Obviously, I don't need to be in a psychiatric facility right now. You know, I'm kind of, yeah, I'm not doing well. I'm not having great thoughts. I am extremely depressed. I'm not coping with, you know, the loss of my little boy. Just there is so much positive things in my life, but obviously I've been through some real hard shit, and it just doesn't disappear overnight. And just because I might look okay and happy on unboxing videos doesn't mean that I don't go off, curl up in my pajamas and fucking sob to the point of just like not knowing if I'm going to survive. So yes, I'm open to taking these just to see what happens. Now I've got the BBC Awards coming up in literally, like, it's next week. And obviously I'm a little bit concerned that I'm going to start meds, but I know that if I don't start them like tomorrow, I'm going to put it off. There'll be another week of like, I can't do it because the BBC Awards. I can't do it because obviously it's also Ostara's birthday on the BBC Awards as well. You know, I can't do it because of, I don't know, Halloween, my birthday, the trip to Harry Potter, Christmas. There'll always be some reason why I don't have to do this stuff, which is exactly how I am when it comes to going out places. Like, that's why I still haven't been to Starbucks with Cherry, my friend. You know, if I can put something off that scares me, that really is daunting for me, then I'll do it because it's just easier. But yeah, I mean, it was hard. I mean, one of the times I was due to start meds, I was actually going to start it whilst my little boy was in the hospice, because we were staying there for a couple of weeks. The staff were amazing. They knew all about my mental illness. They were absolutely incredible. KORI, I knew that KORI would be very well looked after, so, you know, had I had any adverse reactions to anything, the nurses were on hand to take care of KORI, and it was brilliant. You know, it was going to be great. Unfortunately, it wasn't sorted out in time, kind of like, you know, the whoever was involved in supposedly, you know, giving me these meds, with nothing to do with the hospice, obviously, it was to do with the mental health teams. It wasn't done in time, so I was never able to start it. Things might be a little bit different now if that was the case, but like, I don't know. I'm not laying the blame on anybody, but we don't know. So yeah, basically, the name of the drug is this. I don't have any experience of it at all. Yes, I'm shitting myself. No, I don't want to take it, but I don't really feel at this point I've got a lot of choice, because I can either let myself get 10 times worse, in which case I'm going to end up where he is, which, you know, in one way would be great, but another way would be completely selfish because I'm married with other children as well. And KORI would not want that for me. So I need to start putting my big girl pants on and taking responsibility for my own life, because, you know, I've asked for help, I've begged for help, I've still not got the help I need. So it's about time that I did it for myself. So I'm going to give these a go, let you all know how it goes on, and fingers crossed I'm not going to be too fucked up. I'll be able to speak and I'll be able to drive my car. That was one of the things I said, can I still drive? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So that's okay. So yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, again, like I say, any mental health experiences you've got, please pop them down below. You know, don't make it a taboo subject. Let's try to get things out there. You know, talk about meds, talk about illness, anything. You don't have to, but if you want to, I'm here. If you hear that, my chihuahua is ragging a toy. Sorry if you heard that in the background then. But yes, so yeah, I'm always here, like I said, you know, before. Just pop onto the Crap Goth on Facebook. I've got an open page. If you're on there, come say hi. I'm not a bad person. I will have a chat to you. If you've got anything negative to say or any horrible stuff, just piss off. I'm not interested, honestly. At this point, I don't care. So yeah, I'm just trying to do something positive in my life to potentially help myself and make my life a little bit better. Because if my life gets better, my family's life gets better, which means I can go and out and film better videos instead of sitting here in my pajamas going, I'm going to do an unboxing video, or I'm being pissed off because of this. So I'll actually be able to get in my car and drive somewhere and go somewhere funky without having a fucking panic attack every time, or worrying that the road's going to collapse, the car's going to break down, and all the other shitty scenarios that go through my head. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I say, but on every video, please hit that subscribe button. It only takes a couple of seconds and it helps me so much. Also, hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time a new video goes up, which is roughly every 3 days or so. And stick around because we've got some Halloween stuff coming up, which is going to be really cool. But right, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all soon. Hopefully, not looking as shit as I do now. Hey, that'd be a bonus. See you later. Bye-bye.